Jozi Film Festival has selected 10 South African filmmakers to partner with Save the Children South Africa. One of them is Anele Hlongwane. His documentary, titled Stateless, is about a young migrant who came to South Africa at an early age legally. Currently, he neither has access to Mozambique nor South African documentation, so he's stuck in a bureaucratic bubble, unable to leave the country, further his education, get a job, or even seek medical assistance. But before we speak to Anele, here's a glimpse of his docu.
You know, when you're a migrant, and if people know about that you're a migrant, the treatment that they'll give you won't be the same with the treatment that they give other kids which are not migrant. They kind of treat you in a bad way because they believe that you're not born from that country, you do not belong to that country. You're not supposed to be there. You are taking the space of other children that are not there. So right now too, the issue that I'm stressed too much with is that if you're sick, for example, and go to the clinic or hospital, they will tell you that you must bring a form of document. And if you do not have any documentation, they can't help you. Meaning that if you are a migrant and do not have any form of documentation, they wouldn't mind to leave you suffer or die in their hands because you do not have any form of documentation.
All right, let's speak now to Anele Hlongwane. Thank you very much, Anele, for your time here on eNCA. Now, what would this partnership with Save the Children South Africa mean exactly for you and, other people out there?
Good morning, Masego. Essentially, it was just an opportunity to connect young filmmakers and children with opportunity to get their story out and to ensure that people know their stories and the nuances that come with each situation within South Africa.
So would you be able to, for instance, mentor one young child or younger than yourself? I can see you're quite young, but will you be mentoring, for instance, a young child to become a filmmaker?
No, not particularly. I think there are programs around that do that, but with this specific partnership, it was just so that we could get the stories told. But there are programs around that do give people that opportunity to connect with younger people and help them out.
Tell us more about Stateless. Of course, living in South Africa, we are seen as that country that is xenophobic, unfortunately. So that must have been what motivated you to tell this young man's story.
Yeah, unfortunately, it is an issue, not even in South Africa, around the world, where migrants are always seeking opportunity to get an equal life. So that was a very touching documentary, and that's why I felt like it was sort of something that had to be said. And also, as I said before, there are nuances. And with the subject, for example, even though he's been in South Africa for like well over 15 years, he still isn't seen as South African in the eyes of the governments, which does give problems. So, yeah, I guess it was a very interesting collaboration, and it was one I actually particularly enjoyed.
After speaking to this young man, did the documentary somehow change his life? Did anybody from government perhaps contact you to say they want to help him?
So unfortunately, at the beginning, I had to give a blurb that we can't even show his identity or give any information about him because that might harm his case in regards to actually seeking permanent resident status from the government. So, originally the idea was to sort of bring the film to his identity and to sort of show him and sort of help him in that way. But then, as the process went on, we were actually informed that we couldn't actually show him any information because it might even harm his case. So, yeah, that was an unfortunate thing about it.
All right, well, thank you very much and good luck. That is Anele Hlongwane, a filmmaker. Thank you very much for your time.